this day, man. For it will be yours for all time. We have shown them that a trembling hand can become a fist. We have challenged the idea that a slave must always know his place, accepting rod and lash because he was taught to accept it. We built their mighty republic with our hands and our blood and our lives. And we can see it fall at equal cost. You opened my eyes to this, Spartacus.
You said one time that one of the things you learned is that to succeed greatly, you have to be willing to fail greatly.
Oh, 100%. No one failed more than I did. I deserved all the credit I received. Nobody's seen more than I seen. None of these fighters, none of these athletes. I'm the king of the barbarians. There's no one that could surpass me in the pain I've endured.
That brings up, obviously, tough memories for you, that pain.
Yeah, that's probably so. But I can deal with it, I can handle it.
Seems like it's a good deal in the past?
Nah, it's never in the past.
You said...
Hey, shit!
Don't fucking hit me! What are you doing? Get away!
Do it!
Get away!
Do it.
Stop!
Video it!
Stop!
Video.
Go
I'd
ahead,
be
go
scared
ahead.
too. I'd
Go.
be scared
Go ahead.
too. I'd be
Swing.
scared too.
I'm not
I'd be
scared of anything. What am I scared of? Yeah,
You
good.
think I'm scared? You think I'm fucking scared?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Thank you.
I'll go home with him.
Who?
This guy's story is similar to a lot of the stories we've been hearing lately. Starts dating a woman, she moves in with him, with her child, and all of a sudden things start going south in his business and his finances. The relationship takes a turn for a worse, and she kicks him out of his own house. Legally, there's nothing he can do about it. There are men out there losing their homes to women they're not even married to. And the money that it would take to get it back legally is way more than the house could ever be worth. I'm telling you guys, it's never been more important to find a godly woman. The world is falling apart right now. And if she's being raised by the worldly standards, there's very low chance of that being successful.
Hey, shit!
You want to know whether or not you're compatible with a man? Ask your vagina. Seriously. Your vagina is a compatibility tester. Your gut, a human lie detector. You don't need numerology. Astrology will not help you. Your body will always tell you the truth. It's your mind that's playing games with you. You can lie to yourself. Your body's going to be honest with you. If that man throws off your pH, it's your body telling you that he is not the one. The two of you are not compatible at all. It's your body saying, stop. Don't let him in here. Don't let him in. Do not let him in here. And what do? You let him in and end up with UTIs and BV because your body was physically rejecting homeboy, saying he is not the one. But no, you didn't listen, did you? You think all those little butterflies in your belly are cute? The anxiousness, the nervousness. You think you're just excited to see him? Oh no. It's your body telling you that danger is really close by. Your body is literally saying, warning, warning, warning. Homeboy is not the one. Don't let him in. Don't let him in. But what do? You let him in. Your body's going to be honest with you. Your body's going to tell you the truth. Your gut, a human lie detector. When you get headaches, when you get stomach issues and constipation, it's your body physically rejecting that man. Your body's always going to tell you the truth.
You know how much you fucking doubt yourself? Huh? You know how much you fucking doubt yourself? Take a look at how much you fucking doubt yourself. You see that? What is that? Huh? What is that? You wonder why you struggle so motherfucking much. Cause you always fucking doubt yourself. You're draining your own motherfucking self by doubting your fucking self. Take a look. Start believing in your fucking self, you understand me? Start doing whatever the fuck you can to start believing in yourself. I don't give a fuck what it takes you. Believe that you can fucking do it. However the fuck you need to. Stop putting motherfucking excuses in front of your fucking way to become your own motherfucking obstacle. Look at me. You better make motherfucking sure. You understand me? Stop believing in your fucking self. Enough is enough.
Yeah! And I've set up and tore down this stage with my own two hands. We've traveled this land, packed tight in minivans. And all this for the fans, girls, money, and fame. I played their game and had to scream my name. I will show no shame. I live and die for this. And if I come off soft, fix you on this.
Are you scared?
Devil without a cause, and I'm back with the beaver hats and Ben Davis slacks. 30-pack of stroll, 30-pack of hoe. No Rogaine in the propane flows. The chosen one, I'm the living proof with the gift of gab from the city of truth. I jabbed and stabbed and knocked critics back, and I did not stutter when I said that. I'm going platinum, selling rhymes. I went platinum 7 times, and still they're ill and wanna see us ride. I guess because only God knows why. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. Fuck all y'all. I like the AC/DC and CZ Top. We'll see this beasties and the kings of rock. Skinner, Seeger, Limp, Corn, the Stones. David Allen Coe with No Show Jones. Yeah! Pass that bottle around. Got the rock from Detroit, soul from Motown, the underground stone. Fucking pimp with tracks that Mac can slap back the whack. Never gain away, I don't play with ass. But watch me rock with Liberace Flash. Punk rock the class, boy bands are trash. I like Johnny Cash and Grandmaster Flash. Flash, 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 flash. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. I'm Ed, American badass. Watch me kick. You can roll with rock or you can suck my dick. I'm a porno flick, I'm like Amazing Grace. I'm gonna fuck some hoes after I rock this place. Super fly, living double wide. Sidecar my glide so Joe C can ride. Full sack to share, bringing flash and flare. Got the long hair, swinging middle finger in the air. Snakeskin suit, 65 Chevelle. See me ride and sin, hear the rebel yell. I won't live to tell, so if you do, give the next generation a big fuck you. Who knew I'd blow a black house walk over? Said fuck high school, pissed on my diploma. Smell the aroma, check my hits. I know it stinks in here, cause I'm the shit. Shit. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. I'm a cowboy, badass and black, singing, hey, 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 hey. From side to side, from front to back, say, hey, 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 hey. I put Detroit City back on the map for singing, hey, 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 hey. Get rocks in the house and that's where I'm at.
It's good to be the king.
Ah, damn, it's good to be the king. Hail the chat. What is going on, everybody? Before I begin today, I would like to share something. Great experience, a contrast. Today's a very special day. Today is a day that was used to traumatize me, was used as a way to keep a cycle going. And just like I did on February 14th on Valentine's Day, when I did a cord cutting ceremony, and the separation of those energies, the separation, the cutting off of my intent, my energy from that situation sparked a revival, like a scramble to get me back involved. Today, this past week, was meant to do the same thing. We're going to go over the cycles of abuse today. We're going to go over narcissistic cycles, abuse cycles, traumatization, and how toxic people, I don't care if you're borderline, I don't care if you're a narcissist, I don't care if you're a sociopath, I don't care what you are, the way that these types of people use holidays, events, like specific times, in order to keep you trapped in trauma. That's what happened today. Today, we're going to go over that in a minute. But before we do, something happened. The universe talks to us. God talks to us all the time, y'all. God speaks to us all the time. You just got to look for the signs, man. Source, the Lord, the lady, however you look at it. All you got to do is pay attention. Nature's speaking to you. The lady's speaking to you. And that happened to me yesterday. Yesterday, a very good friend of mine by the name of Matt Melly. He has a channel called Locking Horns. I have it pinned in the chat. Please subscribe to him. He's a great guy. I met him through my youngest mother. He's from Delaware, down in Felton. Well, he was from Felton. I think he lives in West Virginia now. And I met him through that ex. And he was a black belt in the martial arts class that I was in. And we became good friends. And his spirituality was very linked to my own. And so we kind of became not only martial artists together, but spiritual brothers. And he started working on this. This is a drinking horn. Beautiful. I don't know if I could show exact details in here, but it's what he crafted for me is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a white wolf. It's called the Lodanis horn. That's what he calls it on his channel. And it's got a raven, and it also has a black dragon on it. He made this for me, and we were supposed to meet up, but we weren't able to because I wouldn't go into Delaware. The first time when he actually came to Delaware to visit his parents, I wouldn't go into Delaware because I have kept away. I'd have to go through Smyrna, and that's where that's where the narcissist is, and that's where the ex, works around, or whatever that thing is. And I wouldn't go down there. I refused to because I didn't trust that I wouldn't get on the off ramp because I had his address and go break some skulls or something. I didn't trust so I kept myself grounded, stayed up here. I didn't get a chance to see him because of that. Well, he mailed this to me. And the letter that he wrote to me, I'll read it to y'all. It said on the beginning, when I first opened the box, it said, "Until our paths cross again, next time mead will flow in our horn." And then he said to me, "A long-awaited gift. We are born into a world of turmoil, but through the struggles, the failures, the victories, and the sorrows from this life, we are formed stronger beings and wiser for our successors." And God, that means so much to me. I'm choked up, right? It means so much to me because it shows true friendship over time. This is somebody I've known for a very long time. And even though we haven't seen each other in forever, he spent time to craft this for me. Because, he's my friend. He loves me. And it showed me what true friendship is. It reminded me what true friendship is. When you truly know somebody for a long time in your life. And how they should treat you, and how they should remember you, and how that bond should be loved and respected. When you're dealing with toxic people, they use friendships. They use your heart against you, your nostalgia. They use your dedication to, the loyalty to your heart, to your true connection and bond, something you are honestly giving to another person, and they use it. They manipulate. I met another longtime friend, or saw another longtime friend, several years ago. And I had always wanted this person, and I pursued this person. And then for a short time, we were in a relationship. I was in a relationship. She was in a situationship. She was in a manipulationship. And the beginning of this road for me, we're going to go through chat and get a discussion going on these different points. The manipulationship that I was in was all about money. Is all about money. The whole crux of this person's being, I don't believe, really has anything to do with love and as far as money and keeping finances, using sexuality to manipulate men and destroy them. Now, I've heard the stories because I've been around for years and years and years, but I've also seen, like I hear, but I also see. And even then I could see that the history of relationships that this person had been in all crumbled. They all failed. And these dudes were left broken. And not only were they left broken, but this woman depended upon them still wanting her and coming back. And she would get off every time one of these men would fall or falter or depend on her, because then she got to play these power dynamics. Like the jovial attitude of having her first baby dad, second baby dad, who was dying at this point. He has been slowly dying. He has AIDS. And another ex between those two in the same house while she was bringing in her drug dealer that she cheated on and left second baby daddy for. She was so happy when she was telling these stories. Guys, recognize red flags. I ignored those red flags. I ignored those things because I saw the best in somebody. I believed what I was being told. And it wasn't, and I was listening there. She did out herself. This is the strangest part about this, which was confusing the entire time, was that she did out herself a couple times, like straight out. But I didn't want to listen. Could have saved myself a whole lot of heartache and headache if I hadn't listened. Today is that person's birthday. And the cycle that happened this past week, there's an extreme version, absolutely. The extreme version of what happened this week was to maintain a trauma bond, to maintain dependency on giving this person supply. Borderline, narcissist, sociopath, whatever, but it's definitely supply. It's a supply connection. February 14th, I cut the cord, I cut it off. And then this person became really aggressive to get me back in. And I will admit I fell into that trap because the narcissist that she's with, definitely a narc. You can't be a grown toddler throwing stones at kids, making fun of kids, laughing at kids, bringing a drill, acting like it's a gun, back down because you're a bitch when a real gun comes into place. You can't be in the middle of the street beating some chick's ass because she's somewhere you told her not to be, and not be a narc. You can't get your ass handed to you and then immediately stand up and go, oh, I was sucker punched. You can't do that without being a narc. You're living in a world of illusion. That's a fucking narcissist, man, who uses money to control her and probably the other women that he's triangulating. It's all about money, but that's her game. What happened and what began everything really was several years ago, last night. This woman came to me and she said, he's beating on me. I caught him cheating on me. I'm done. I'm through. I made the wrong decision. I want to be with you. I'm going to prove everything to you. Spent the night with me, sex, everything. All right. Went out the next day with her kid. And it was her birthday. It was going to be her birthday today. And I said, and she made mention, she was like, nobody's ever set up a birthday for me or anything like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I went to Michael's with her daughter, got her a little black dragon, went out and got birthday stuff. And I said, look, we're going to buy this stuff. We're going to set up a birthday, party for mama, I'm sitting at her house, hanging out with her friends, hanging out with my ex-best friend, her first baby dad who still lived there because they had this weird supply thing going on. About 10:30 that night, Narcissist shows up. Narcissist shows up and he's sitting in the parking lot. She goes outside. She's like, I'm just going to go talk to him. I'm like, don't do it. Don't talk to him. You know what that's about. He's hitting you. He's cheating on you. He's treating you like guard. Don't go back out there. But she said, I just have to. So she goes out there. Well, he's out there blubbering and crying. Now, the story that I was told was she fell for it. But now I understand this was the game. The genesis of everything that has happened to this point. And she comes back in. She's teary-eyed. And she looks at it. She goes, I'm sorry. I can't. Literally breaks up with me by bringing this dude in. Doesn't say a word to me. He was oblivious. And this dude was oblivious to us messing around or anything that had happened. She didn't tell him anything. She didn't say, yo, left you, went and had sex with my friend all night, hooked up with him, made him my boyfriend, went out all day, got a bunch of presents, got a bunch of money out of him, got a bunch of decorations out of him, and now I'm going to bring you in and walk right past him. Knowing what I know now, he may have known because he gets off on that feeling of power and control over other men because he's an effeminate male. But she walks right in with this dude, walks right behind me like I ain't shit, goes back into her bedroom, calls out for her friends, calls them in, and I'm stuck out at the table. And then I went away. I left. What am I going to do? I left. Right? Since that time, this day has been a traumatizing day. And the routine, as I understand the routine, I've been through it for years now. This happens every year, over and over and over again. Gets up with me, makes us feel like we're close, then goes back to him and ghosts me until after his birthday. He's a Taurus as well. My birthday is May 2nd. His is the 17th, 16th, 17th. And then she will ghost me until after then to traumatize, to make drama out of this whole situation, to make this guy who's hitting her and doing all this nasty shit to her, make him feel good, traumatizing me. I'm reclaiming this day. I'm reclaiming my birthday, and I am reclaiming this time of the year. This is it. This is, and everything point by point. Because I had walked away and said no contact, maybe we shouldn't look, we just shouldn't talk, we shouldn't hang out, maybe you should just stay with your abuser. It really pisses him off. And I didn't honestly know for a while if he was really hitting her until I witnessed it myself. I witnessed it. I witnessed how he acts. This dude is a narcissist. She could be BPD, she could be a narc. I don't care at this point. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words, y'all. It doesn't matter what comes out of a person's mouth, it matters what they do. And this week, because I had said that's enough, we shouldn't talk, I don't want to be around. And I was trying to be cool. And the reason I was trying to be cool is because he got so butthurt, so destroyed because I completely murdered him online. I memed him, laughed at him because he's a joke. I laughed at this clown. I went too far. I did. So he did what a bitch ass dude does. He put his woman in front of him, his possession, and had her go to court. Well, she didn't do it because she didn't really want to do it, obviously. And we hung out for a day, and it was really nice that morning hanging out with somebody because I felt like we were connecting. This is why I like I don't know if it's a narc or a BPD, like I don't know, because it seemed we were really connecting, crying, talking, just letting the traumas out. But I mentioned this, my mistake. This is what I did. I sat back and I waited for today, for this week. I waited to see, is the cycle going to continue again? That's why, because I mentioned how much this had hurt. She had known that in the past, but I just mentioned it. You really want to make up, if you really want to show that, then just make up for that trauma. Well, it got to a point where last week, there was just too much. He just keeps texting. He keeps coming at me. And of course, to a narcissist or a toxic person, they cause trouble. They bring trouble to your door. They cause situations. And when you react as a person would, whether it's reason or whatever it is, it's your fault. Your fault. You're the one that keeps it going. You're the one who keeps it going. This is how toxic people operate. They don't take accountability for what they do. So because I'd said no more, cut off, that's it. We shouldn't talk. Let's not talk. It's I'm glad that, let's just end it on a positive note. Let's end it on that note that, we're cool. Let's talk in the future. Let's wait a few years. Let's talk in the future. And that's when somebody shows up at my door with a narc in tow to keep it going. Wanted to stream from right here. Wanted to stream at my table. We have been at war online for years. Let people think we hate each other. That's all good. But you wanted to stream from here. Very emotional. Missing her parents. Trauma. Childhood trauma. Now, that's when the narc came, and that's what you all know. You go back and watch I Beat Up a Narcissist, that I tell the whole story. But that's when that happened. And the reason for that to happen was for traumatization. And because narc is going to do the same thing narc does every year, but she really wanted to put a point on that. I'm going to be with narc. I'm going to be with this dude, and I'm going to ghost you and not talk to you anymore and keep that trauma going. But no, because enough is enough. Enough is enough. That's I've been done with it. Now, the cycle had always been come back to me, have sex, hang out with me, then go back to him. But because gonorrhea is involved, he had said something this last cycle that I'd never heard before. I'm tired of dick. That phase is over. Apparently, when I met her, she was in a hoe phase. Now, I'm not slut shaming. So, people who are sexually active, be healthy about it. But every time I've been around, it's been a hoe phase. So, I mean, whatever. I had never in my life heard, I'm tired of dick. I'm not taking dick anymore. When I confronted her about the gonorrhea, because he sent me the paperwork, she says, no, I have a UTI. I just have a UTI. But you ain't throwing the vag for the first time in forever. You know how people operate from a history of actions, and you're dealing with someone who has shown a history of actions of getting money, getting attention from sex, the sexual allure, the promise of sex, cheating, triangulation. When you're around somebody like that, it's predictable actions, y'all. It's very predictable. And when you're dealing with toxic people, the predictability is insanely good. It is a very good chance you understand what you're seeing for the first time ever. Now, I have boundaries. You have boundaries? I think you're taking some medicine, is what I think. Last night, I get a threat. I'm going back to the cops from Narc. All right, whatever. My problem has always been ego. You don't tell me what to do. My problem has always been you don't tell me what to do. So when some clown, when one woman-beating piece of trash tells me, and then says, well, if I'm so badass, why is she with you? Why isn't she with me? Because you're easier to manipulate. You're easier to, you're a kid having a tantrum. You're easier to freaking manipulate. You're easier to for that manipulation shit, to get money out of, to trick, to fool. And she puts up with you punching her in the face. For God's sakes. That's why. It has nothing to do with being tough. It is the opposite of tough. It is the opposite of being a high quality man. It is the opposite of being manly in any way. Pussy whip bitch. And the craziest projections that I've gotten over the years, you're a manipulator, you're a liar, you're pussy whip. This dude cries every time she comes around, and she loves it. Loves it. You can't exist in these cycles and not enjoy what you're doing. There's no excuses. I don't care what personality disorder you have, what claim not to have. The actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. This cycle has gone on over and over and over. Me sitting back. Why isn't she here? Why did she go back to that? Why am I not good enough? Why isn't she talking to me? Then wait until after his birthday, create a fight, and come back to me. Not this time. Another cycle was taking place. That I've recognized in the last couple of weeks, which is I'm about to open up. I'm about to begin building a new business. This is something that I was doing years ago with Rogue Entertainment. I was starting a new business. This was going to be profitable. This was going to be something good. And I wanted to bring her in to be a part of that, be my queen. Let's build something. Let's do what we've always talked about. Let's get this done. I'm about to do the same thing. And again, because if she really committed to being on social media, if she really committed to doing these things, she would be successful. She has personality. She could change fifis by walking into a room. She has that gift. She has my gift, that gift. Again, I have another company that's about to be started that I recognize she would be good at. She's a hustler. She'd be good at hustling, doing what I'm about to be doing. And again, this event happens, this traumatization, this continuation of a cycle, and she's not going to be involved. I'm not going to try and make her involved. Before I tried to make her involved while she was taking my money, I'm paying her bills, I'm paying for her habits, I'm taking her out, I'm getting her a car, I'm doing all these things. Meanwhile, she's taking the car I got her to go see a narcissist and who knows who else. Same pattern. And Narc, if you're watching, you know I'm telling the truth because she does the same things to you. So when I come to this point and I recognize these cycles, I know that no, she can't be involved in this. History of actions has shown doesn't want to hold down a job, doesn't want to work for money, doesn't want to be consistent, doesn't want to get things done, doesn't want to make things happen and build and grow. No, would rather play games with men, suck their funds, destroy their lives, cheat, triangulate, lie, play games, continue cycles of trauma, create new traumas, and play, and that's it. So that's it. That's it. That's it. It's over. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We're going to play a couple videos today, and we're going to have discussions on these videos, both from the male and female perspective and the neutral perspective as a person who survived an abusive or toxic relationship. And I would also like to say that this channel, because of the knowledge that I'm acquiring and my experiences and the things that I am learning, we're going to expand outside of narcissists, and we're going to move into borderlines as well. We're going to look at sociopaths and psychopaths. We're going to talk about the whole cluster B. I'd like to get into other types of conditions too, like avoidant, chronic. I probably just said that wrong, but I want to get into those too. Like I want to talk about like real toxic trash. But when it comes down to it, the reason that I want to talk about these different things is because a toxic piece of shit is a toxic piece of shit. That's it. Toxic people are toxic people. I don't care what, I don't care any conditions. There's no excuse. I don't give a damn. If you are not treating your body with respect, if you are not treating others with respect, if you are a person who knowingly lies, knowingly creates fantasies, knowingly projects your ills, creates drama, doesn't take accountability, points the finger and says, you're the problem. If you are a person who continues cycles of traumatization in order to entertain your ego, you are not a good person. You show yourself for who you are. And I'm not really holding back on any of that. I think that that's a very important point. We're going to go through the chat real quick and say hi and hail the chat. Okay, I'm 30 minutes in. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this because there's a lot of different points involved that, from my experiences and leading up into this cycle that are poignant and I'm sure are relatable, as all of us who have been through these types of relationships or dealt with these types of people can be. In the chat is Papa Cotton. What is up, Papa Cotton? Good to see you, man. How are you? We're going to get into our fifis today. So it's what it is. Because I think that the female perspective, the male perspective, all of these things are valid. What is up, channel member? Keep looking up. Hail and hello. Good to see you. Deborah Cohen's here. What's up, Deborah? I didn't even text me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, sweetie. I'm just really busy. Oh, what is up, Trini? Good to see you, honey. My BPD coach. Thank you so much. You're really dropping some knowledge on me, and I greatly appreciate, honey. Hail to my overseas audience. Sergeant Pepper's in the house. What's up, sweetie? How you doing? I love that hair. That's beautiful hair. Anybody else in here? Yeah, R.I.P. Josie. Yeah, I know. Such a cool story. That is such a cool story, man. I love Kid Rock. Kid Rock is fucking incredible. They ruined St. Patrick's Day too. Any holiday, Druid. Any holiday are moments that have a lot of meaning. All right. For me, her birthday, my birthday, July 4th. Not so much Halloween, which is strange because that's a big holiday to me, and she never really ruined that or tried to. Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day. Every year, trauma. It's the same version of the same cycle. It's always the same thing. The thing about this last one is that it got so intense. It came down to violence. I had to beat this woman beater's ass. Like it came down to that. Like that. The desperation to keep me involved in trauma led her to bring a narcissist to my house because I was done. And I'm not a cop caller. But I'm at the point where I'm getting tired of being threatened with police and on judges and all this shit. So like I'm at the point. I'm going to. My friends have given me the advice: if they show up again, call the cops, and that's what I'm going to do. Done. Blocked. Done. Happy birthday. Bye bye. Go have fun getting your ass kicked. Go celebrate that. Have fuck? You know what I mean? I can't. I saw a woman with blood on her face, yo. I saw a woman with welts on her face saying, I took my licks. I took what? I don't understand the level. This dude must give her money like crazy. Like she must be getting a lot of money out of this guy. That has to be it. Because I just don't understand the toxic way of thinking. When you are offered one relationship that is healthy, that will make you money, that will make you independent, that will help you to grow, and then you've got another relationship where you're being cheated on and given STDs and beaten the shit out of, and that's your choice. It has to be trauma. It has to be continuations of trauma. And holidays have a lot to do with that, especially when it comes to narcissists and toxic people, because they want you to be as miserable as they are. They get supply from that. The amount of supply I have given this situation is unbelievable. You know, and I understand to a degree I'm giving supply right now. I understand that, but Walton can't shut up. So I'm going to shut up, and I'm not going to shut up, and I'm going to do it over here and continue to grow and move into other things, you know? The narcissist season. The narcissist season is Thanksgiving to Valentine's Day. Wow. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And that's crazy. But the narcissist season for me, or the borderline or whatever the hell it is, the toxic season of abuse starts before Christmas. That was the first time that I was made to feel suicidal by all of this triangulation and bullshit. And then up until past the other narcissist or the narcissist birthday. That's like it's insane. As a Wiccan, like I'm looking at that as that's during the end of the year, like the death of the year, and then the beginning of rebirth, spring, you know, resurrection. Like that's what that means to me. So every year I'm stifling my growth, my rebirth and growth. And I look at the correlation between that being the season of intense abuse, traumatization, and then that also being the season where I should be growing. You know, I stopped by Through the Veil last night. I don't know, some of you guys aren't, some of you guys are, but if you're into tarot cards, psychics, things like that, please check out Through the Veil. Got it on the community post. Nicole's wonderful. Adventures with Beth. We see her come through the chat sometimes. She's a mod. She's a friend of hers. They do paranormal investigations. She has several channels. So if you're into that stuff, please go check that out. But I had a reading done by Nick, and she was talking about, this is my time to manifest. This is my time to move forward and succeed. And that's where I'm headed at. Time to start prioritizing our intuition, recognizing red flags, understanding the people that we are dealing with, observing their actions, and not putting a gloss over it. No excuses, no gloss. All right. No ignoring a history of actions, no ignoring events, none of that. Understand your worth. Understand your worth. If a person does not value your time, let them see themselves out of your life. Continue to be strong, continue to believe in yourself, push forward. You know, and like Mike was saying, you know, we played that video from Mike Tyson, and he was like, you know, he was talking about how you know, he had been through so much, you know, success comes from pain, comes from pushing through pain. And I think that's very valid. It really is. Let's see, anybody else coming through? Always believe in yourself. Always. I am Steve Walton, Deborah. Excuse me, Steve motherfucking Walton, Deborah. I took a heartbreak in an abusive situation and grew a channel out of it. Bigger than anything I'd done before, without my support system, without other YouTubers promote me, without going onto the live streams to be promoted and cross-promote, without any of that. I did it from my heart. I did it from me because I have the potential. I have to recognize that worth. And you and everyone else should do the same thing. You have that light. You have that gift. And don't give up on love. The guys, don't let toxic people who took advantage of your good heart have you give up on love. I wasn't. What's really crazy about going through what I have in the last several months, like the desperation to keep me involved in this toxic triangulation, is that I realize my worth. Like I realize who I am, you know, my strength of, why am I so important to pull in? Because I'm stronger than everyone else involved. Because I have more personal worth. I have more ability. I have more everything than these people, which is why they keep me involved. Supply. Toxic people need supply. then a supply is a person. It is their light. It is their shine. I'm removing myself. Again, I've tried to do this several times, and each time it comes back, and my fault is letting it back in. I understand, because I have wished this for years now, that at the 11th hour on this day, I'm going to get an apology. Someone's just going to show up at the door and be like, look, I'm sorry, I can't believe I did that, and change their ways. That's not going to happen. I understand the cycle. The cycle is, I'm probably going to be left alone until late May. I know the cycle. I'll be left alone. And then it's going to want to start up again. And by that time, I'm going to be the balls deep into my new business. I'm going to be building something new. I'm going to be doing something better, not even thinking about this, and continuing to build this channel with all of you. But you've got to believe in yourself and break away. Like Papa Cotton said the other day, if you have shitty people in your life, don't be surprised when they do shitty things. I don't want shitty people in my life. I want good people in my life. I want y'all. I want this channel to grow. I want a Dragonstream community to grow. I can do things on my own. Now I'm going to re-enter the world, start building this business, start building my other channel again. If guys, please check out author Stephen Walton. That is my first channel where I do entertainment commentary. I can play and fight the evils in Hollywood and Disney and all the Luciferians there. That's my battlefield. I see. Trini had said, yeah, I understand it, Pop. I understand. Trini says, the borderline has approach, avoidance, repetition, compulsion. Yeah, well, they can repulse, approach, and get somewhere the fuck else. Seriously, Trini, it's like, I don't care what your condition is. If you are fooling yourself, if in any way, shape, or form, if you are fooling yourself that a man who hits you, that a person who abuses you is loving you, if that's love, if you're making excuses for it, that's not love. And not only is that not love, but you are too damaged to save if you think it is, or you're playing games. You're just playing games. That's it. The keys to success were handed to you years ago. You rejected them. You cheated on them. You devalued them. You went online and smear campaigned them. You gathered up flying monkeys to talk trash about them. All the keys and those keys were disintegrated along with that person, me. The keys were here again. They were here. They were here. The option was again presented, but this time I have years of understanding, observation, historical facts, seeing things through a new lens, understanding a history of actions that tells me no growth whatsoever can ever come from this association. There is no growth that can take place. I don't hate. I don't care. I don't wish any ill will. Please succeed if you can. Like, that's my attitude. Look, I don't even care. Go succeed if you can. You have the talent. You know you have the talent. You could do it if you put your nose to the grindstone. Go do it. Go do it. But you're not going to do it if the case is a borderline and a narcissist. If that is the case, you're not going to do it with a narcissist. You're not going to do it with a person who controls you through money, controls you by stalking you, by harassing you, driving all your friends away, beating you up, beating on you, giving you STDs. There's no growth that's going to happen there. One of the craziest things that happened, Trini, over the last several months was getting to become friends with a man that she had become friends with through the drug dealer ex. And listening to this dude and understanding this is how the supply has been happening with him. Because she gets supply from him. He is the one who drives down, picks her up and her kid up when she's getting the shit beat out of her. He's the one and he's tired of it. He's had enough of it. He can't deal with it no more. He doesn't want nothing. He can't stand the narcissist. He can't stand what the borderline's doing. He can't stand it. And we're commiserating. And it made me understand, like, the supply that what was happening this last time, it couldn't be sexual because I strongly suspect, you can't be sleeping with somebody who got gonorrhea and not gets gonorrhea, right? I strongly suspect that I became that I became what he was. And because he's tired of it and he's backed away, she was really desperate. Also desperate to keep the traumatization going, because I stopped talking to Fool. I stopped talking to the narc. I'm like, I'm done with the narc. And I'm done with the narc. I'm done, y'all. All the pictures are down. All the tweets, all that stuff. It's all down and it's not coming back up. And I'm not putting anything back up because I'm just giving you supply. There's no point in clowning somebody who lives in a delusional world. It's not happening again. You want supply? Come and watch a live stream when I need to talk about this. This is kind of a group conversation. Like, what, Trini, you have opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I really appreciate that. So is Deborah, so is Nikki, so is Papa, so is a lot of people as I've been on this journey. What it comes down to, right? Because when you're trying to stay with a narcissist, you're trying to stay with a borderline or whatever, you're trying to stay with a toxic person who continually runs the same scripts and continues to run things in the same cycles and make the same choices, bad, whatever. You try and dissect it. Like, how do I save this person? How do I save this person? How do I figure out the way to the combination to unlock the secret chest that is inside this person that will lead to them wanting to feel their worth, heal their past traumas, grow and become a better person? And try and figure this out. Narcissists, toxic people, they will keep you tricked. They will keep you tricked into thinking that that lock exists, that box exists, that there is something in there that you can fix, that can be mended, that can, there's some magic button, and there's not. It's the carrot and the stick. It's the carrot and the stick. And that the longer you stay in the cycle, the less carrot and the more stick you get. There is no saving them. There is none. The only thing you can save is yourself by knowing your worth, recognizing patterns, understanding red flags. And honest to God, the thing that I have learned the most, the one thing that I have learned the most out of all of this is a toxic piece of shit is a toxic piece of shit. I don't care what your condition is. I don't care what your problems are. I don't care what damages you've been through. I don't care what your traumas were. A piece of shit's a piece of shit. A person can be damaged, can have gone through things I have. I got crazy. I absolutely have crazy. I control my crazy because I don't want to be a piece of shit. You can do it. You can get through traumatic experiences in your life. You can get through whatever it is, man, bipolar, manic depression. You can get through, abandonment issues, daddy issues, mommy issues, all that stuff. You can get through it and not be a piece of trash. You can absolutely, you can. I'm proof, yo. When I make mistakes, I own them because I make mistakes. But when you continually commit to bad actions, when you continually commit to keeping cycles of trauma going, when you commit to playing this game where you act like you're somebody's friend, you act like you love them, you act like you care, you act like there's a connection, just so you can keep them hooked in long enough to bring another person in, create conflict and drama, and then sit back quietly while those two people fight, because that's exactly what this cycle is about. That's exactly. I got a text yesterday from him. That was her words. And it's not the first time that I recognized that. She's over there going, get him, honey. He's the problem. He's the reason I'm getting beat up by you. He's the reason you cheat on me. Go get him, honey. You're not a mangina. You're not a mangina. You have balls. And knows that Steve Walton's looking at this disgusting piece of shit and going, you're disgusting. I will knock you down over and over again. I'm done. I'm done with that. I actually beat this dude up. So where else do I go from here? Where else do I go from here? Nowhere. There's no saving them. There's no continuation of this cycle. There is no way that any choice, decision, there's nothing that will create a future that is copacetic, that is productive, that is loving, that is joyful, that is, there is no setting, there's no words, there's no actions, there's no nothing that can change a toxic person from choosing to be continually toxic. And it doesn't matter how much light they may have in them. And it doesn't matter how much good they may have or how conflicted they are. That's on them. You can't save somebody. You can only save yourself. So you need to know your worth. Sometimes you got to walk away from people you love. This is true for family. This is true for friends. You know what real love is? You know what real friendship is? Somebody who hasn't seen you in 10 years. Crafting something for you because they love you. They didn't need to see you. They don't need to be around you anymore. You can communicate over the internet, over a phone, and not even have the time to do that. But they care enough about you to create something and send it to you with a loving message because they're your brother. They're your sister. They're the family beyond blood. That's what true caring is. If true caring had been a thing, then years ago today, that narcissist would have never been allowed in the house. She never would have outside and talked to him. She never would have walked right past me. If that caring existed, she'd have never cheated on me. She'd have taken everything that I said at value. If she really wanted to change those things after making those mistakes, she wouldn't have done this week, brought a narcissist to my house, created a conflict to keep the conflict going, keep the drama going, blame everybody else while staying quiet. And she'd be here. This is love. People show you who they are. People show you who they are through their actions. And believe them. Believe them. Not what a person says, but what they do. Believe them. If a person is in an environment, it's because they want to be in that environment. All right. So you look at toxic people and the drama and the cycles and the traumatizations and everything that they do, they want to be in those cycles. They want to be there. And why are we victims of abuse? Why are we victims of toxic relationships and toxic people? Because we wanted to be there. Right? I mean, look, the lies be damned, believing the lies be damned. Believing all the drama and all the future faking and all the false promises and all that be damned. We wanted to be there. Own your shit. I don't want to be there anymore. You don't want to be there anymore. And that's why this channel exists. Time to live my word. I'm going to show y'all. I promise I'm going to show y'all. It's over. Done with it. About narcissists and borderlines, they are a perfect match. Yeah, they're a perfect. Apparently, they are a perfect match. I can't understand what a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is not staying with somebody who cheats on you so much they're giving you STDs. A healthy relationship is not putting your children through a situation. Matter of fact, I want to play something. I want to play something real quick because I saw this video earlier. I didn't play it at the beginning, but it's something that I heard and I was just like, yes.
Okay, we know narcissists hate parenting because it takes a lot of work and they don't want to be bothered. So what is a narcissist to do? They're going to drop those kids off at their parents or at their grandparents, or they're going to use the new supply to parent their kids because the narcissist wants to be free, and they can't be free when they're busy with children and spending time with children. A narcissist wants to be free to come and go, have fun, enjoy their life. They don't want the responsibility of children, but what they do is they have their parents or other people in their family or people that they know do all the work of the children, and they take off because they want their freedom.
So I heard this video. I want to smoke off camera, guys. Apologies. So I watched this video and I was like, yeah. While I was at home teaching this child her ABCs, chick was running out cheating, running with narcissists. Borderline's out with narcissists. Borderline always leaves the kid behind. Always leaves the kid, but leaves it with a sister, leaves her with a sister, leaves her with baby daddy number one, leaves her with so-and-so, always leaves her behind, runs out all night. And I've seen this happen for years. This is the cycle. All right, so when you're dealing with somebody who literally avoids the responsibility of raising a kid, they don't care about the environment they have that child in. They don't care that child is in an environment where every so often you've got to run out in the middle of the night with this kid screaming because you're getting the shit beat out of you. You don't care that you've got drugs, you've got drug addicts, you've got criminals, you've got all this around your kids, right? Yeah, look, I'm pretty liberal when it comes to recreational drugs and things like that. And I don't give a shit what somebody does for a living as long as they ain't stabbing me. I'll be honest with you. So, I mean, there's leeway there. But you really don't care about your child if you are teaching your child that being abused, cheated on, triangulated, talked down to, is healthy. That's not healthy. That's continuing a cycle of trauma. Narcissists don't care about kids. Narcissists don't care about narc dude always be like, I'm a grandfather. I'm worried about my kids. He lied about his daughter going to jail to get sympathy from me so that I would send him the texts that Boarderline was sending me. And I wouldn't do it. I'm not doing it because I had sent him texts before giving him proof that she had been with me, that we had been having sex, and it never matters. It doesn't matter. It's a continuation of a cycle. It's just to continue the abuse, to continue whatever. So narcissist has an excuse to go out and cheat or hit her or do whatever he does. But there are children here. There are children seeing this. You are not a good parent if you are allowing that to take place. Narcissists, narcissistic people look at everyone as an object. Kids are not taken off that table. Children are objects. They are things to maneuver. They are things to use to gain sympathy and money. Whether you're playing a single mom, single dad, whether you're a narcissist who's taken in the single mom, for sex, adoration, and supply, that is the truth of it. Right? Children they're not children. They're not treated. You're talking about people who have broken inner childs. They don't give a damn about a child. Their own inner child is abandoned. How are they going to be a good parent? This is the types of cycles that I have always tried to stay. We don't pass on pain to kids. One of my mantras, because when I began fixing myself about 10, 12 years ago, one of the mantras that I have done when I realized that some of my issues came from childhood trauma was we don't pass on pain, protect the kids. That is the most important thing. Heal the generation. Do not let the generational trauma continue. If you are a toxic person with a broken inner child, you don't give a damn about that. You don't care that your daughter or your son or whoever is seeing you getting treated like garbage, is seeing you treating somebody like garbage, because you live in your own lying-ass warped worldview. You don't care. There's no love there. There's no caring there. There's no parenting there. It's a very sad situation, but I saw that video and I was just like, yeah. Let's take this down. So let me get back on screen for a second. Okay. I'm on camera. Thank you. The borderline narcissist thing, perfect match. And I understand why now, because borderlines are broken just like narcs. And borderlines can be sociopathic and they get supply too. Borderlines get supply too. So you've got this narcissist who's constantly trying to control their object, and you have a borderline who's playing games with men, or, a borderline woman, playing games with men, triangulating, getting money from them. They love feeling damaged, right? That's kind of what I've come to understand. Borderlines love creating abandonment, creating that abandonment issue that they have. And so the narcissist facilitates that. The narcissist leaves them in bed. The narcissist goes out and cheats. The narcissist hits them. The narcissist lies to them. The narcissist treats them like shit. And it reinforces the borderline's trauma, which just like gets them off. Oh my God, y'all, toxic people are ridiculous. They're ridiculous. You don't want to be healed. You don't want to be helped. You don't want to be a good person. You don't want to be good parents. You don't want to be good family members. You don't want to continue. You don't want to grow. You don't want to work hard to get things done. You're just looking for drama. Drama. Guys, it is such a hard thing for me, right? It is such a hard, I have a healthy ego when it comes to my worth. Oh, and I was challenged for years, but I really do. My true self, my authentic self, I will change fifis with the mere mention of my name. I don't understand why that's the thing. It just is the thing. And so to be put ridiculed and put through and lied about, triangulated with toxic people like that, I can't help it. Like I'm gonna clown you. I can't help it. You're a joke to me. Are you serious? The hardest thing to understand, especially for a Tauran like me, is that that's what they want. Narcissist dude wants to be talked down to. He wants to be depreciated. He wants to be devalued. He wants to be crying and huddled. He wants Steve Walton to kick his ass. He wants these things because they are supply. And Borderline's over there quiet. Boarderline starts a bunch of trouble, sits back. I'm not texting him. Go ahead, baby. No, you're tough. You're tough, baby. It's all you're not a mangina. Borderline sitting back like a puppet master playing games. This is what these toxic people do. It's I can't. I can't. All right, let's go to the chat. I can't do it. Let's see. Oh yeah, so we covered that. Deborah says, yeah, narcissists are horrible during holidays and birthdays. Narc coaches always make videos about how to survive narcissists during the holidays. Yeah, that helped me get through a lot. Some of the narcissistic abuse coaches that I watch helped me to get through those things. But I'm a hard-headed. Deborah, I am hard-headed, ego like a motherfucker. I can do anything, right? No, some things you can't do. Some things you can't manifest. Sometimes I heard something really important, Deborah, the other night. I heard something really important. And it was, Nicole, that's what she said. Nicole over at Through the Veil. When she's doing my reading, she says, this is what you need to do. Because she's actually a narcissistic abuse survivor herself. So this is what you need to do. You need to shine and be yourself and greet your enemies with a smile. Do not let them affect you, because people are attracted to your light, Deborah. People are attracted to our light. The people that are around you that want to see you positive and happy, they're there because they love the positivity and the happiness, because they love that light. They love that. That's what they're there for. And your enemy comes in, a toxic person comes in to get supply from you, to make you negative, to make you feel as bad as they are, to put you through the trauma. That's why they're there. So when a negative person walks in, you smile and you keep shining. You keep shining for all those positive people in that room. You keep shining because that's what your friends, that's what the people who love you, that's people who are inspired by you. That's why the people who want to be connected to you, that's what they want to see. They don't want to see you moping. They don't want to see you angry. They don't want to see you upset. Toxic person comes in, and when they can't, the reason they're there is because they can't stand your shine. They can't stand your strength. They're there to get supply. They're there to bring you down. So shine. Be positive. Don't care. You don't affect me. That is something I needed to hear. Something that I knew. It's something I knew in my heart, but it's something that I really needed to hear. And that is the truth of it, guys. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on yourself. Don't let these situations, take time to heal, find yourself, create strong boundaries, know your worth, get through it. But don't give up on these. Listen, you can manifest the right person in your life. You can find the right person in your life. You do what God wants you to do. You be yourself. You be productive. You be loving. You be a good person. And God will be there for you. Source will bring these things into your life. You are how you feel, and you are what you look for. That's why praying is important. Spells are important. Just positive thinking is important. These are our connections to one another and source. Bring them into your life by being a positive force. Be productive. Know your worth. Feel good about yourself. Stop worrying about if the next person I date's going to be a narc or what. You know the situations. You can recognize the red flags now. You ignored them before and you understood what happened. You all right? So just understand, right? All right, guys, if you're out there trying to get some poon and you realize you're on a date with a slut, understand you're on a date with a slut. Okay, doesn't matter if they're toxic, but it doesn't matter if they have conditions or whatnot. All right, look, honest to God, don't give them your real name and don't take them home. All right, just understand what you're dealing with. A good woman's going to come into your life. A good man's going to come into your life. If you are your authentic self and you are shining and being a good person and you're just being positive, they will come into your life. I must be way back in the chat. Yeah, I know. I've only been focusing on the first 10 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to get down here. Let's see. End day is exempt. We should have a narcissist day. Oh, what is going on, CJH? I need to go down and say hi to you guys. Let me go through real quick, and then I'll go back and we'll talk. What is up, CJH? Thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate you. Birthday was just the other day, man. Hope you had a great birthday. Beautiful to see. Oh, shit. Nikki Red's in the house. Nikki's in the house. Hold on, Nikki. Got something for that ace.
Don't beat yourself up over past mistakes. You are going to fuck up again in the future, quite possibly in the most spectacular fashion. Why worry about yesterday's fuck-ups when you have tomorrow's fuck-ups to look forward to? You are a fuck-up, and fucking up is part of your growth process. Embrace the process.
Embrace the process, Nikki. Embrace it. It's good to see you, sweetheart. Hail to you. Let's see. Let me go up here. Oh, yo. Hello. Good to see you. Hail. She says, I have been no contact for a year now. You're my hero. You are my hero. The strength that it takes to stay no contact from a person, a toxic person that fooled you into loving them is incredible. I know we're all built different. My weaknesses lie there. I'm proud of you. Thank you for you're my hero, honey. You're my hero. Good for you. Tell me, how have your healing progressed? Are you dating again? What are you doing? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Women choose who they have sex with. Men choose who they provide for. No one wants to provide for a hoe. What do you do? What you will, ladies, but that will never change. No, some dudes do. Listen, Papa, I got the cape is in the closet. The Captain Save a Hoe cape is in the closet. I should have known when Boarderline X, whatever X, said to me, was always talking about Captain Save a Hose, because she lived on Captain Save a Hose. I should have known. So many red flags, bro. Listen, when a person is talking, listen, watch their actions, because that's who they are, but listen to what they say too, because they will tell you who they are and show you who they are if you know what to look for. No, no, that ain't the case. I got a history. I got a litany. Of hoes in my past, bro. You know, right? With conditions. Because I was that. Okay? We make the mistake of falling in love with potential instead of seeing the reality of red flags. Well said, Deborah. Yes. Yes. You want a partner, not a project. You want a partner, not a project, okay? That's not to say that someone who doesn't have potential, you can't see the potentials in somebody and know that they can succeed. But listen, it is so important to be successful. It is so important to go after your goals and do the things you need to do and be who you need to be, because you're not looking for a project. Listen, there are a lot of dudes out there, bitch-ass dudes, putting up with hoes, all right? Because they're a project. They can see the best. I can mold this woman into the perfect woman. No, if she on her back to earn money, if she triangulates dudes, if she's in constant drama, look at that person's friends. Listen to what their person's friend says. Observe their actions. Know them red flags are serious. They tell you exactly who a person is. All right? Look, recognize the cycles. Anybody can mess up. Listen, anybody can mess up. All right? Anybody has the potential to lie or to make a mistake or whatnot. Okay? We all do. We all do. The difference between a healthy person and a toxic person is that a healthy person recognizes that mistake and tries not to do it again, or will not do it again, or at least takes the steps to stop doing it again and again. A toxic person don't care. They'll make up every excuse in the world. It ain't their fault. You guys kept it going. It's you guys that kept it going. You want some pussy? You want some pussy? I'm done with him. He beats me and cheats on me. I'm tired of it. You want some pussy? All right. Okay, now I've got to ghost you, and I'm going to go back to him, and I'm going to tell him you were the problem, and you were the manipulator, and then the fight's going to start, and then I'm going to say nothing and watch you fight. You guys keep it going. You guys keep it going. You got to recognize those things. You got to recognize who a person is and who they are and what they're doing. That's what you do. And continue and move on. Yes. What's up, Angel? What's up, Angel? Hold on. I might have something for you. I might have something for that ass. Let me see. My good friend. Oh, here we go. I think you'll appreciate this.
Anyway, so but I must tell you, I don't have a near-term answer.
America, congratulations. You allowed a vegetable to steal an election. Good for you. What's going on, Angel? Good to see you, sweetheart. Let's go back to the chat. How you been, honey? I'm sorry. I gotta get back to you too. And I'm sorry. It's difficult. Listen, I'll be honest. You know, Vicky, I don't talk to some people sometimes because sometimes I ain't right in the head. I put the stream from yesterday all members. If y'all want to see me lose my shit in 2 hours, go right ahead, become a channel member. Because I just talked about it all. I talked about everything. I had to put that on. I had to put that on members because I have a responsibility. I have a responsibility to the community. I love you, sister. It's good to see you, baby. Druid, choose wisely. Absolutely choose wisely. And if you screw up, you screw up. If you end up, falling for somebody's cons or somebody who's a liar, understand that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. I don't understand what you don't understand. That's just gonna happen. You just let it be. If a person is a friend, they will be there for you. They will not stab you. They will not triangulate you. They will not compare you. They will not put you in a position with someone who's much lesser worth and then let the drama unfold. Like, friends don't do that. Friends don't do that. Angel says, ego makes us go back, still thinking we are the answer to the problem. Oh, ego. So ego, a little bit of ego is good. You need to have a little bit of ego. I accentuate my ego, especially like you've seen me do it. You see me do it today. It's something that I'm good at, and people like to see that. Like the people want to be entertained, especially in the author Stephen Walton world over there, in that part of YouTube. They want to see that, and so, but some ego is good, but understanding your ego isn't your authentic self. My authentic self is actually kind of quiet, y'all. My authentic self is somebody who just likes to write and play Neverwinter. That's a D&D game on my Xbox. My authentic self is somebody who just wants to watch Marvel movies and DC movies. Lord of the Rings, a lot of that. Star Trek, love Star Trek. My authentic self is very steady. Quite boring, actually. My authentic self is quite boring, especially when it comes to toxic people. Or women in general. Like, women like a little bit of excitement. Not all women, but like women, especially younger women, like they want a lot of excitement. And my authentic self is steady, hardworking, loving, loyal, compassionate, understanding. I have a deep grasp of my feminine energy, of my relationship with the goddess. So I can be emotionally vulnerable and I can be that. But that's who my authentic self is. My ego is what I need to sustain living in the world. My ego is the accentuation of masculine energy, the projection of that, the projection of strength, the projection of being a dick. And I'm really not a dick. I can be, but that's ego, or that's by defense mechanism. But yeah, finding your authentic self is so important, so very important, and understanding the difference between that and ego. So with that, I'm going to turn the ego back on and let's go through. Angel says, only those of us who are willing to go too far will ever know how far they can go. Exactly, sister. Keep it pushing, keep it real, keep it moving. We do not kneel and we suffer no fools. Druid says, bitch brains are not gender exclusive. Many males suffer from it. I know. I understand. I saw one pacing back and forth out front of my house, having a temper tantrum like a child. I have lists and lists of texts from this child having temper being manipulative. I'm done with her, and you're the pussy whip bitch. Why isn't she with you? Are you serious, bro? I got to see it live and right in front of me, and it was the funniest damn thing. Listen, there are bitch ass dudes out there, y'all. Understand, ladies, there are bitch ass men out there, and when you are confronted with a bitch ass male, you have a choice. Am I going to raise this little boy? Am I going to try to raise this little boy, or am I going to find a man? All right, there is a difference between testicles and mangina. All right, you have to do you want testicles or mangina? If you want right, there's pros and cons for both. If you want testicles, you're going to have to deal with a dude who has been taught, most likely for his entire life, that being vulnerable and showing emotions is not cool, that they have to be a dick to women in order to get respect from women. You're going to have to peel the layers of that onion back in order to find the authentic man that trusts you enough to be emotional with you. All right. If you're dealing with a mangina, understand you are dealing with a bitch ass. All right. Mangina is going to freak out in every direction and lose emotional control. Mangina is going to be spiteful and hateful and hold resentments and live in the past. They're never going to be able to change or forgive somebody. Mangina is going to probably cheat on you and probably beat you if you act independent. Right? So there's, but Mangina is always going to be there. Mangina will always be there through all the trauma and all the bullshit. Even if they're out cheating, they're going to come back. They're going to stalk you. So you have a choice. Do you want testicles or Mangina? That is that is the choice that we make. All right. Let's see. Habitual line steppers are so much fun. Yo, dude, but Papa, I'm at the point with this habitual line stepper that he's like, he's not tough. I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to put this woman in front of me and go to the cops. I'm going to call that's the cop calling. And you know what's crazy is that she would come over here and go, I know he's a cop caller. He's a bitch. Only bitches call cops. She would talking mad shit about him. But then we'll go back and go, get him, honey. Let's go to the police. Get him. Like, oh my God. This is my thing, Papa, right? I have already shown my worth. I've already said what I had to say. I've already proven myself. I've already got, how much further do you go rocking a dude's block off? How much further can you go? All right. Yes, you can have it. You have her. You can have her. You can have all that fun and such. I can't be the only one you're triangulating with. It's just that Walton's balls are so big and pendulous and I'm such a man that you get a lot of supply from me. No, and that's, I understand. You can't help when a mangina just loves balls in their face. You can't help that. So, you have that. You can have it. That's where I'm at with it, bro. You can have it. It is all yours. You take that. You can have it. But they are fun. They're fun until it gets to the point where you have clowned them, come after them, beat their ass. They're so broken and beaten down and so exasperated from being triangulated by a woman who actually, even though you're kicking her ass, has more control over you than you have control over you. And you're running to the cops. You're running to go make reports, and you're running to take people. That's no bueno. There's nothing more to be said here. I'm holding myself down by being involved with that. So, in all seriousness, no ego involved. Just me. It's all yours. That whole situation is all yours. And I understand there's going to be an impulse. And it won't come from the dude. It'll come from the chick. There's going to be an impulse to keep me wrapped up in this somehow, to keep me involved in this somehow. But no, I'm done. It's over. Done. This is it. This birthday is my rebirth. This day, March 30th, I am taking this day. I am taking it back like I did on February 14th. And like I'm going to do on May 2nd on my birthday. And like I'm going to do on the 4th of July. When you were spending times with me and doing videos and making love and hanging out with the kids, and then you run right back to him, all of that. I reclaim this day. It's over. That's where I'm at, Papa. Oh, snap. What is that? Unheard entrancement. All hail. Hi, all UK. Hail to my brothers and sisters across the pond. Good to see you. Hail to my international audience. Good to see you, man. I love seeing you guys. I do these streams as early as I can so I can catch the international audience, man. I got people who come through from Turkey, got people who come from the UK, from Switzerland, all of you, France. It's wonderful. Thank you, guys. It means a lot to me that you all are here and that you've helped to support this channel as far as it's going. I'd like to get to 10K. I know I got to put out a couple more videos. I've been thinking about what videos to put out because I don't want to put out just like I'm not smear campaigning people. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I'm just telling the truth. That's what these live streams are for. This is for our interaction and us to talk about our experiences. But when it comes to videos, man, I want to put out messages that mean something to people. So, guys, if you could share out your favorite video, you share it out on your social media, subscribe. Let's get this channel to 10,000 and beyond. The Dragonstorm community is growing, and there's a reason for that. We have a strong foundation of good people here from all over the world, and I love to see it. Thank you so much for being here. Druid says, once the bitch brain shows itself, it's time to show yourself out. Yes, that's like the most competent thing to do, but some of us are retarded. some of us don't think. And it takes a long time to get to that point. And yeah, but you're absolutely right, Druid. Thank you for that, dropping that wisdom, my brother. Let me see. Anybody? Am I missing anybody else? You guys are talking so much. I need to jump just a little bit ahead. And I appreciate you. Thank you for all the great comments, conversations in the chat. I promise I'll monitor it and go back. What is up, John Peden? Good to see you. What are your thoughts on the telepathic Hoover? Woo, boy, you're talking to a witch. I am psychic. It absolutely. Oh God. Well, see now. This could be a whole segment. I've talked about this on previous streams. Check out the Sage and the Savage. I wish I could remember exactly which one, but so you talk about the exchange of sexual energies, your root chakra. This connects you to a person on a human of a base level. All right, that's the grounding connection. There's also that also exchanges spirit. So the spirit connection exists in a person, most especially when you've got someone who's manic, a narcissist who owns people, they own objects, or borderlines who are right. Whenever you have a situation with somebody who is manically thinking about another, you are casting magic, for lack of a better term. You are casting spells, you are casting energy, you are sending energy. And depending on the personality type that you are, this is why narcissists get energy from supplies, because they put that out there thinking about you constantly, and then when you react, it's not only that they're seeing that reaction, that they're getting like the biochemical high from it, but there's also that psychic high, because they've been sending, and now you are. And they get off on that too. The spiritual aspect of this abuse cycle is just as valid as the mental and physical aspects. I have had dreams, like straight up dreams, seen these people, heard them talk. Last night, I'm sitting in my living room. I'm just sitting in my living room trying to watch Star Trek. And this crazy, dread, nasty, disgusting energy comes over me because they were fighting about me. They were blaming me, fighting me about me, trying to keep that going. And it was so disgusting that I took everything down. Like I literally was like, this is gross energy. I can't, this is disgusting, nasty, gross energy. And so I just took everything down and I'm done. You know, I'm done clowning. I'm done memeing. I'm done putting up messages. I'm done with all that. And that was the energy connection. You do get hoovered telepathically. This is one of the reasons why the trauma bond is so hard to break, because there is literally, I'm going to kind of go into Christian terminology because I think it translates better. You are literally dealing with witchcraft. You are dealing with a person who is absolutely casting spells, all right, with their mind. You don't need an altar and a candle and what to cast spells. You don't need that. You are dealing with witchcraft, like Luciferian type witchcraft. They are constantly sending those energies at you in order to keep that connection involved, because they're getting supply from you. They're energy vampires. So when they are thinking about you manically, yeah, absolutely. That's why your ears are ringing. All right. And now it's already a thing when you're going through the trauma bond, when you're trying to break that trauma bond and going no contact. It's already a thing that you're dealing with the mental rigors, the mental stresses that have been created, the neural pathways that lead to traumatization, lead to depression, anxiety, and those things. You're also dealing with the chemical responses in your body, but it's not just these things. You also have a narc out there who's going crazy because they don't have control over their object. They're manically thinking about you, or they're blaming you for what they're going through, or someone, you know what I mean? Especially being triangulated by two toxic people. They're both teaming up to blame you, to work against you, to smear campaign you, to all of these things. And you're going to feel that. If a person is intensely directed, if their mind is intensely directed upon another, there is a psychic attack. That is witchcraft. That is happening. So what I have to say about that is protect yourself, pray, take a bath, take a shower. Water helps to cleanse your body. Take a bath, put some salts in there. That also helps. Salt gets rid of negative energy. Sage, if you use sage and smudge. If you are a Christian, man, hold your crucifix, man. Hold your cross. Pray to God. Pray to the Lord. Whatever your connection to source is, ask your angels. This is a very important component to this. Your angels, your guardian spirits, your ancestors, ask them, God, source, however you look at it, ask them for their protection. If you go in the correct direction that you're supposed to go in, if you're trying hard to walk away from toxic people or a toxic situation, God will protect you. You will become divinely protected. If you allow yourself to continue to engage, your angels will abandon you. God will say, ain't nothing I can do for you. You got free will. You're doing your own thing. So it is, if you are trying to go no contact, if you are going no contact, if you are getting away from that, understand you are going to have those dreams. You are going to feel their energies. You're going to feel that sickness come over you. You're going to feel the anxiety come over you. And it's not just chemical. It's not just mental. The ringing in your ears. It's not just, it's the angels talking to you. That is also the narcissist and or toxic person who is constantly thinking about you, throwing psychic attacks and witchcraft. That's what that is. Thank you for the question. That's very valid. Very valid. Thank you very much. Druid says, it's perfectly fine to be single, successful, and you need to be complete with you. That's a big lie they sold us. Perfectly fine to be single and successful. Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, it absolutely is, yeah. Because, really, okay, a joining of two people is a joining of two individuals, two warriors on the battlefield of life. Both those individuals should be strong in their independent selves and their authentic selves. But finding a really good love between two people is finding someone who can complement your strengths and weaknesses. And that, I think, is the most important thing. Angel, let's get up. It's one of your favorite topics. Let's get up. I've always wanted to assemble a team for Dragonstorm. So let's do that. Let's do that. I'll text you later. I promise I will actually text you. I'll text you. And let's talk about if you can add to or be a part of a team here at Dragonstorm, so that we can go through these topics. Attachment style, Stephen. Oh gosh, Deborah, I love them. Hoary, toxic, daddy issues. I love all the wrong ones. Yeah, yeah. Admit it. I understand this. It's why I'm single and working on myself. It's why I ain't had sex in a while. It's why I ain't done these things. Yeah, I understand. Exes need to stay exes. Most cases, yes, but I think that there are cases where, a relationship may not work out, but you still have a wonderful friendship that evolves from it. I've seen it. I know it exists. I believe that there are situations where you meet someone and there's genuine love between the two, but it isn't the right time. You try to make it work because of that love, but it doesn't work because it's not the right time, and then they come back in the future. So yes, as a general rule, I agree, CJ, but I don't think that rule exists entirely. With these people, it's relationships and not relationships. Yeah, manipulationships, situationships. That's what it is. I was in a relationship with someone who was in a situationship, which then became a manipulationship. That's what it is. The situationship that person was in was, Steve gives me money, Steve pays for my habits, Steve pays my bills, Steve does this, Steve lives 14 hours away, and I can get a car from Steve. Oh, I got a car from Steve, and now I can go bang whoever I want. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to admit, but it is the truth. And we suffer no fools, and we truth is the bane of all liars. Truth exists. Truth is what it is, and those are the facts. Those are the facts. It's a shame. We are already whole. Yes, we are already whole, and we are all connected through spirit. We are all connected by God. So we are aspects of the universe attempting to understand itself and be part of a whole. There is connectivity between us, which is why psychic attacks can happen, psychic hoovering and things like that. Let's see, what else? You can be friends and whatnot, but once they break trust, it's over for anything more than friendship. Yeah, well, I mean, once they break trust, the foundation of every good relationship is friendship. That's the foundation. once you break trust, once you betray somebody, really there's no friendship, you know, like, and you can give somebody a chance to try over and over again. Like, I mean, you know, what happened a few weeks ago, she showed friendship. Like, you don't go that far for a mangina and then turn around and go, this ain't right. And then be friends. And man, I really, CJ, I wish that like that moment, I wish we'd just been like, I wish that had been respected. All right, let's give it a few years and that's all, because that was a great way to close the door. And now again, we have the same cycle over again. Force a toxic situation, force the triangulation, you know, get Steve emotionally involved and invested. Now recreate the trauma by, you know, patting the mangina on the head and going, it's okay, honey, you're not a mangina. Yes, he is a mangina. You know, like, hit me some more, daddy. And he like that all over again. And make the guy who actually is faithful and lovable, the guy who is honest, the guy who does want to help, the guy who has been there. No, treat him, cut him right, ghost him. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. It's a shame, man. Toxic people can't stop being toxic. Do I believe that there was some kind of friendship? Yes, I actually do. I do believe there was friendship. I did felt it. I'm an empath. Like, there's some things you can't fake. I do believe that there was a friendship. I do believe there was a love there. There's definitely a spiritual connection. Absolutely a spiritual connection. But I do believe that my extent of that was greater than the other. And I wish that it didn't have to end in the way that it ended. I wish it had ended on that good, really positive note of, look, I'm not going to stop seeing this dude who hits me, and I'm just going to, you know, go do my thing. And I'm going to, and me saying, well, then let's not talk for a few years until you figure out your shit, and then we'll re-engage later. All right. You know, all's forgiven. All is forgiven, by the way. All's forgiven. I'm not holding on to that. I'm not letting go of the past or not going to avoid recognizing history and what has happened and the facts of the matter, but all's forgiven. I really don't wish any hate. You know, I put that message out on this channel in Dragon and author Stephen Walton about, you know, don't hate this person because of what I've said or what's been going on. Judge a person by their character. And I truly believe that. Judge a person on the merit of their character, their interactions with you, who they are to you. If they want to succeed, let that person succeed. And I truly believe I'm true about that message. Right? Because I'm doing my own thing. I'm in my own direction. I'm not involved with that. Like, that's, you know, judge a person on the merit of their character, how they interact with you, and who they are to you, and make that assessment for yourself. You know, that's all I can really say. All right, cool. We'll get up with you too, Deborah. Absolutely. What's up, Amy? How are you doing, Amy? Oh, I'm reclaiming another day, Amy. Reclaim Valentine's Day. Now I'm reclaiming March 30th. Because this has been a traumatic a day used in a trauma cycle. And I'm through. I'm reclaiming it. Claiming this era. That's what's going on today. And we're talking about being positive, knowing yourself, avoiding toxic cycle and toxic people. And for God's sake, Stephen, keep that Captain Savaho cape in the closet. It's staying in the closet, Amy. Staying in the closet. Good to see you, sweetheart. CJ says, be the best version of yourself, sir. Don't stop. Don't look back. Keep moving forward. I am. I got so many things to do, CJ. You understand the circles I operate in. It's untapped out there. What happens when Walton comes on a stream? What happens when Walton comes in a chat over there? What happens? Fifis get triggered. Fifis get triggered. I can't help that. I am who I am. I'm an honest person. I'm a good person. If you're a snake, I'm going to call you a snake. But I'm going to stop doing that necessarily. And just be me and continue and progress. All right. It's time for the rebirth of Rogue, or whatever Rogue is meant to be. Maybe Rogue's over. Maybe it's over. Maybe it's done. But I am Rogue. That's never done. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you, CJ. Hail to you, brother. Let me see. Amy says, trying to understand any human is like trying to smell the color 9. Sister. Yeah. Sister, yes. And that I said that earlier. I'm tired of like the I don't care if you got the NPD or the BPD or the NPD or the STD or the TOTD. I don't care. If you're toxic, you're toxic. If you don't value my friendship and my love, if you hurt other people and keep them in cycles of trauma, I don't value you. I don't. I'm done. I can't, Amy. I can't. How you doing today, sister? It's good to see you. Let's see. So y'all are talking. Okay. Hey, Angel says, man, I had to pick this one. Impel Azari. Did I say that right? Worked with Dr. Drew on sex and drug addiction. She makes it easy to understand. Okay. Well, we're going to talk about that. Because look, I like both of those things. But I can cut them off. I don't need those things, but I like those things, But I've known people that have drug addiction and sex addiction or both, and it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. Hold. Okay. Let's see. CJ said I found a few terror channels I go to now, but some no longer go live. Check out, man, Through the Veil. Check out that. That's a good crew over there. Beth's over there. I love Beth. Beth's a mod over there. I go chasing Beth. She's my toxic. That's my twin train wreck. Adventures with Beth is my twin train wreck. That is my toxic boo. All right? I want her to talk down to me, devalue me. I want her to ghost me so hard. Oh, man. Papa said, you have to be careful when you use the word narcissist. It's so overused. Yeah, but I don't give a shit. I know, I'm not being careful with it. If someone's acting like a narcissist, I'm going to call a narcissist. I dealt with a narcissist the other night. But, you are right. Like, there are, like, women, like, young chicks out there going, he's a narcissist. Like, dudes, women love using that word. But, no, it needs to be saturated. Narcissist, the word needs to be saturated. It needs to be out there. I don't care if it's a true or a false allegation. I don't give a shit. Because there needs to be more awareness about that toxic condition, about a liar who knows they're lying, knows they're hurting people, using people, destroying people, triangulating, knows what they're doing, hurting kids, hurting anybody, not taking accountability for any of the garbage that they do. Manginas, they need to be exposed. So I actually don't care. I don't care. I won't care if every tweet I see had narcissist in it. We need to talk about this. That's why I'm building this channel. That's why I watch other successful narcissistic abuse coaches are growing, because there needs to be more talk about it. We'll weed out what's real and what's not by getting the proper education upon what a person with narcissistic personality is, what they do, how they act. And as that awareness grows from enough people who have recovered from that situation, then we will be able to point and say, yes, that is a narcissist. So now, I don't care. Let it be. Let more. Give me more. I want to see it. I want to see it 24/7. He said, what's whacked is they're calling a state of emergency for the solar eclipse. Yeah. I don't know. Well, they're filling up Bohemian Grove right now. They're out there drinking gold juice and, doing things with kids. Amy Stone says, continue to rise higher frequency. Absolutely, sweetheart. Absolutely. That's right. That's right. Continue to rise. Believe in yourself. Keep your frequency high. Keep that belief in you. Stay grounded. Stay grounded when you need to. Have control over your emotions. Do not allow your eyes to deceive you. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what a person is saying. Listen to what they're saying and observe their actions. A lot of times a toxic person will tell you stories about other people or tell you about another person, and they're actually telling you about themselves. Sometimes they will make accusations and laugh at another person, and they're telling you about who they are. Actions, not words. Very important. Sleto says, my ex-narc destroying my health. They'll do that. They're energy vampires. They want to destroy you. They want to bring you down. This is their function. They are the turds of society. They are Satan's unshaven taint hairs. I used to call narcissists demonic energy and demonic. No, look, after being face to face with a narc and understanding in the full totality of what a narcissist is and that calling them a demon is giving them too much credit. All right. These are imps. All right. Satan's ball hairs. That's what they are. And their job is to pull you down. Their job is to bring you down. keep rising, man. You keep that frequency high, like Amy just said. And are you still being hoovered? Are they still coming after you? Listen, stilettos, I got a spell for a cord cutting ceremony if that's your thing on my channel. Please check it out. All right. That's very powerful. No games. Do it step by step. And trust me, do it step by step and keep no contact. Because I did that spell step by step. Actually, there was a couple other things I added into it, but they were personal. I did that spell and it cut everything off so hard with such like you are getting no supply from me, none of my energy, that it came to a situation where Borderline X had to bring Narcissists to my house. Had to, emergency situation. Got to keep this trauma going. Got to keep this bond going. Need my supply. Emergency situation. I'm going to perform that spell again. Probably going to do it in each quarter of this year because it's that powerful. It was that effective. And I suggest that if you're just give it a shot, give it a try, and see. Trini says borderlines have two anxieties: abandonment and engulfment. When the narcissist idealizes, love bombs the borderline, it reduces her anxiety of abandonment. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, but he stalks the living hell out of her, man. Like he just doesn't. You call another dude a pussy whip bitch, but you are the one who's driving everywhere stalking somebody. You know, like narcissists are manginas, man. I'm way back. I find it funny that they think we're supposed to forget everything that's happened. We're supposed to be welcome them back with open arms like nothing ever. Exactly, dude. Well, they depend on your forgiveness and understanding. They depend on people who have been through shit and have fixed themselves and have gone through the struggle. They depend. That's why strong boundaries are necessary, because a person shows you who they are. A person can mess up once, person can mess up twice, and go with your gut instincts. But ignoring your intuition's telling you, no, this person's lying. This person really don't care, or this person is going to go, or maybe this person cares, but they're going to go right back to doing the same toxic thing all over again. Excuse me. And you just don't ignore that. Excuse me. You don't ignore that. But yeah, it's insane, right? It's like, so what gets me about that, Sergeant Pepper, is that I said specifically, I set it up. I laced it out and set it up. I said, here's the way that you can show you care. Here's the way that you can show that you really feel bad about what happened and how that affected me. And then the very same thing happens. The very same thing. That is intent. That shows intent. You intend to keep this is a game to you, and you intend to keep that trauma inflicted to the best of your ability. Well, in this case, with my situation, the hand was overdealt. The hand was way overdealt. The desperation to keep me involved in a triangulation, way overdealt. It cannot be ignored. I would have to be functionally retarded. You know what I mean? Like, in order to no, thank you. No, thank you. Stay with the guy who beats you and cheats on you and gives you STDs because you get money from him. That's your boo. That's your man. You stay with him. You don't need me in your life. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy how they just expect you to keep taking it over and over again. All of my emotions I held in catching up now. Okay, good. Emotional control is key in everything, right? Not just these situations, but in everything. Your emotions will cloud your judgment. It will color your eyes. It will show you things that do not exist. You be the Queen of Swords, sweetheart. Be the Queen of Swords. Independent, fair, principled, honest. Looking at a situation, be that queen. It's very important. Use your head over your heart, and because that way, when you use your head over your heart, you understand the power of your love, of your heart, of your giving, your emotional center, and you'll be more picky and choosy about who you give that power to. That's why people abuse your heart. This is why toxic people, narcissistic, borderline, whatever, this is why they use your heart. It is a powerful thing. It is a powerful chakra. It is your connection to source, to God, to others, to the collective. And that is what they don't have. It's broken. Theirs is broken. So they need to feed off of us, feed off of our energies and our love. The importance of having strong boundaries, understanding your worth, using your head over your heart cannot be understated. This is why people like me and you have gotten involved in these toxic situations with people who don't really give a shit about us or what they do. They don't care. What is up, Immortal Coil? Hail, guys, please subscribe to Immortal Coil. Coil, if you'll put a link for your channel in the chat. Yeah, this is my boy right here. This is one of the people who stayed with me while I was going through everything. Not only one of the friends who stayed with me, but a friend that I was able to be open with and talk to and get criticism from and understanding from and enlightenment, because he loves me, because he made me feel safe enough to be vulnerable in a crazy situation in order to communicate. That's my boy. We do a show every Sunday. We do a show on Saturday nights on his channel called Savage Spirituality. We talk about conspiracies, aliens, extraterrestrials, ancient mysteries, spiritual mysteries. We do all that over on his channel at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those of you in the international audience, that's going to be like early Sunday, like Sunday mornings. If you want to listen to a couple guys, having fun and talking about aliens and ghosts and ancient stuff, then come hang out and talk to us. And then we also do a show on this channel called The Sage and the Savage every Sunday, 9 p.m. Looking forward to that this week. You are defined by your 5 closest friends. Absolutely. Who you have around you, the energies that you are exchanging from those people, those experiences, those connections. So if you're around a narc, you're getting your energy siphoned. You're not manifesting. It's all illusion and it's destruction. It's really important to keep people whose energies are aligned with you, who want to grow, who want to progress. It is so important to have them around you. Stiletto says, I feel stuck and I isolated myself constantly. Yeah, me too, honey. Me too. Yeah, I was a part of like a YouTube crowd that has, oh my God. Well, at the time, it was almost 50 people. And now it's probably way, way bigger than that. But I was a big part. I was a central figure, central-ish, second wave. I was in the outer, the center, the second circle, I guess you would say. But I was a part of that also inner circle in a lot of ways. And I had to cut out everything. I was building a company. I was, I had to cut it all out. All my support systems were either taken from me or I had to leave them. And find myself and find my center and my authentic self. And that's what I did. This is what we do. We have to isolate. We have to isolate. And it's a shame because it's also a part of the narcissist tactics, the toxic person's tactics, and to make you feel isolated. And the way that you take one of the ways you take your strength back is by isolating yourself and finding yourself and doing the inner work. All right. Let them think. This is something else I've learned this week. Let them think they won. Or let them win, right? Toxic dude doesn't want me around toxic chick. Toxic dude wants to have complete and total control and ownership and everything and wants me they really don't. They want me involved. They want that supply, but that's what he wants. Okay, that's what you want. That's what she wants, that's what you get. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, I'm gone. I'm not involved anymore. That's it. Let toxic people think they win. Let them have that win. If that's a win to them, because you're winning. You're actually winning by cutting those people out of your life. You're winning by getting rid of people who are not authentic. You're winning by understanding who you are and you're gaining your strength. So when you're spending those hours healing, when you're going through the grueling of it, just the depressions, the anxieties, rewiring your brain, finding your worth again, understanding who you are. It is totally it is all worth it. It's all worth it. I know it's lonely and it's hard. And I'm probably like maybe 6 months ahead of where you're at in your healing. I'm probably about there. And I'd be further along if I stopped interacting with these people. But this is all going to be healthy. This is all healthy for you. I know it feels like, oh my God, I'm by myself. But you're going to come to a point, sweetheart, unless you have already got there, you're going to come to a point, hun, where you're cool with it. You're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good on my own. I'm strong on my own. I don't need anybody else. Because you don't need anybody else. Like Drew had said, all you need is to complete you is you. You're going to come to that point, and it's going to be a hell of a revelation. I've been at that point. I'm just stupid. I mean, and then I had to deal with the court thing situation, and all that stuff happened. And then a freaking narcissist was brought to my house. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, so I understand the hoovering and the stalking and the need for toxic people to keep you involved in their drama for the sake of drama. I understand that. Lines can be drawn and have to be drawn if you're in a situation where you're being stalked, hoovered, ghosted, going through the evaluation cycle and all that shit. But when it comes down to it, your personal strength is you. Your worth is you. So I'm glad. That's actually a powerful thing. Toxic people want you to feel isolated, want you to feel like you're broken, want you to feel like this because they're like that. They really are like that. No matter, that's why they need people. That's why they need supply. That's why they need attention. That's why they need to be out there, being somebody that they're not. They need that. The difference between us and them is that when we isolate, we choose to. And that is when we do the work, discover who we are, and become even more powerful. Shine like a star, sweetheart. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Mine got pregnant. She's pregnant now. Good. You know what? That's supply for life. All right. Yeah. NarcX got supply for life now. Because when kids are objects to Narcs, but now that she has that anchor, now she gets to traumatize the next generation, pass on her pain, destroy that. But she also gets to continually attempt to drain supply funds and just from another person, from the person that got her pregnant. You're off the hook. You're off the hook, really. You will never add to that amount of supply. So you're off the hook. Amy says, I demand truth, not go to the past. No one lives there. But yes, there is only the now. Yeah, I know. That's something I struggle with myself, Amy. I'm glad you said that, because I go back to the past. I romanticize the past. I wish somebody was who they were. But it's not who we all change. We are ever growing. No one is ever who they were. Who they are, person is who they are and the choices that they make. I'm glad. Good. Focus on your health. Focus on you. If we are not strong, you can't be a shining light. You can't be a guiding light for others. Let's see. Because what's up, Jessica? How you doing, honey? And yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you're a toxic person and you have kids, those kids are getting abused. Those kids are getting abused. You might not be putting your hands on them, but they're absolutely getting damaged and abused and conditioned to be toxic. It's a horrible thing. It's what's so important, y'all, to work on yourself before you have children. We do not pass on pain. We do not pass on pain. Let's see, man, Trini was down here writing. Hold on. Trini, I appreciate you. Trini is Swiss. I believe she lives in Switzerland. She's actually French. So thank you for writing, taking the time to write in a second language in order to give us wisdom, Trini. We greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. At a later stage, when she needs space, the narcissist pushes her away, devalues her, discards her. Then it starts again. The narcissist hoovers back. Yes, and when that happened with Boarderline, or whatever she is, that's when she comes see me or another dude. There's other dudes. There are other dudes, absolutely. But that's what she would do with me. The difference this time, I believe, strongly, the difference this time was she couldn't use the typical hooks that she would put into me because he had gonorrhea, and she was sleeping with him, and 1 + 1 = 2. So she couldn't use that this time. This time it was a lure of, we're spiritually connected. I have boundaries. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Give yourself permission to let those emotions out so you can get yourself back. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's very important. You get your emotions off. It's hard. It's harder for men or women with a lot of trust issues or with a lot of masculine energy. It's hard but you have to come to that level. You got to come down to that level. I developed headaches after our breakup. Oh, honey, that's terrible. Well, I get it. I wanted to die. I developed a lot of things. But yeah, the headaches is probably stress. That's hormonal. It's also psychic. There are also psychic attacks. The hate magic, literal witchcraft, literal satanic. Psychic attacks that were happening at that time. Carry some tiger's eye. Carry some hematite. Carry some amethyst and some quartz and rose quartz. Quartz and rose quartz. Carry those with you. That'll help. Let's see. Let me jump ahead a little bit. Oh, here we go. 21 people. Oh, thank you very much. Hail the chat. And thank you so much, guys. Whether it's a like or a dislike, I appreciate you. If you're lurking, thank you very much for listening. If you're a hater, I greatly appreciate you. You are now my supply. And, thank you to everybody in the international audience. I greatly appreciate you. Let's see. Physical health. Let me jump ahead a little bit because I just want to make sure I don't. Oh, wait, I see a new name. Adam. Here we go. Adam Buford. I'm a man, and I have 2 different male stalkers, non-sexual. Any advice? Well, as a man who is stalked endlessly by a peg and getting pegged, first off, male narcs are gay. All right, that's just what it is. I stand on that. I'm not saying they're all gay. They're gay. All right, male narcs are so obsessed with other men, whether it's because the woman that they are abusing still friends with them or talks to them or sleeps with them, their exes, whatever the case is. Male narcs are so insecure that small dick energy, Adam. It's a lot of small dick energy. Their small dick energy walks into them. Doesn't matter how they're physically built. The mangina looks at balls, looks at you. All right. The mangina looks at you and wants to be you, wants to understand why they're not you, makes up excuses as to why they're better than you, has to create drama and situations in order to stay attached to you because they both hate you because they're not you, and they're fooling themselves that they're better than you. So they have to keep you triangulating. They got to keep it. The male narcs are gay, man fucking ginas. Male narcissists, bring back dueling. They're the worst of the worst. A man stalker, 2 different male stalkers. Freedom, Adam. This is one of two things, brother. This is Adam. I'm sorry, Aiden. Pardon me, Aiden. Aiden, it's what you got to do. 1 of 2 things, man. With this situation, you take it to the cops, and I'm not a cop caller, but you take it to the law. There's 3 things. You ignore it entirely. I have had male narcs, with the exception of woman beater. With the exception of woman beater, there were 2 other narcs from Comicsgate that were constantly, it's a hate group. It's a hate group online that were constantly stalking me, and I suffocated them. I suffocated those narcs to the point, like they're literally holding segments on their shows about me. I suffocated them to the point where I became irrelevant because they needed supply from other things. And then when I choose to, I hit back because they've got demons in their closet. They're narcissists, but I'm strategic about it. Well, if you want to get back, but honestly, you go to the cops, you go to the law, you press charges. It's really all you got. First off, you're dealing with male narcs, you're dealing with manginas. Manginas are going to run to the cops anyway. That's what manginas. They're not men. They're not men. They don't have balls. They're not men. But so you do that, or you ignore them wholeheartedly, or you come at them aggressive. You beat them down. You come at them hard. You are smarter than a narcissist, Aiden. We all are. Narcissists depend on emotional reactivity. They are emotionally unregulated. They are grown toddlers having tantrums outside of your house, making fun, talking shit about kids and throwing rocks. All right? They're grown toddlers. You are smarter than them. You've always been smarter than them. The only thing that a narc has over you in a situation is this. The narc, it depends on your emotional reactivity. Okay. So it doesn't matter if they're bosses, if they're a company, if they are, grandiose. Doesn't matter if they're malignant. All right. And they're the worst, the malignant ones. They're all Manginas. They are all emotionally driven, stalkish. Some of them are smarter than others, absolutely. And some of them have a lot more focus than others, absolutely. But you are smarter. You have emotional intelligence. Control your emotions. Create a plan. Go after them. Be balls. Be balls. So those are the three things I could say. Now, some people will say that's giving them narcissistic supply, but no. So sometimes a bully needs a bloody nose. Sometimes a bully needs, and if you're dealing with Manginas like that, like, give them a bloody nose and then walk away and let them cry. Let them cry. Because it doesn't matter what they think, Aiden. It doesn't matter. They're losers. They're losers who abuse people and talk trash and live in a world of lies. They're delusional. They need you a hell of a lot more than you need them. I'm not saying mirror the narc. I'm not going back down that road. Be balls. Be strong. Be strong. The reason these narcs are coming at you, my brother, is because their Manginas are wet. Their Manginas are all wet. Right? The small dick energy is intimidated by your big dick energy. So that's what you do, my man. Jessica says borderline psychopaths especially. Oh, I don't know if I'm at a borderline psychopath yet, but holy shit, whatever version I hit, that was enough. My ex literally having another baby on our daughter's birthday. Wow. The woman don't even know he's using it. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Instant. Yes. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's how they think. That's their warped worldview. I'm going to ruin this day. I'm going to use these children, these objects. I'm going to they're playing hopscotch with one leg, and we're playing chess. You know, like that's insane. To bring back, oh God, why are they alive? Why are they alive? Wait, we need some executions. Why are these people alive? Why are they alive? Oh God. All right, I'm stopping. I can't. One stalker is my neighbor. The other attends class with me. Oh man. So, okay. All right. So one is living next to you, and that person's small dick energy has to be insane. Those fifis are unchecked. You're not the only one, Aiden. You're not the only one. That dude is scared of every dude around them. Understand something that I have learned recently. Male narcissists abuse women because they're afraid of men. They're not men. They are afraid of actual men. This is why they abuse women. That's why they do what they do. I mean, with talking about heterosexual anyway. Bisexual, let's be real. Male narcs are gay. But that neighbor is that neighbor is just afraid of your big dick energy. The other one who attends classes with you is really insecure about their abilities. Really insecure. They got shit going on at home, trouble that they started. They've got other things going on in their life. They are coming in emotionally unregulated to the class. They are seeing you. They're seeing your brain and your potential, and totally intimidated. Narcissists are intimidated by male narcs are intimidated by other men, bar none. That is what it is. I mean, if you want to go the legal route, do that. But honestly, that's the most bitch ass route, in my opinion. That's like the most bitch ass route to go. But but if you got to go that route, then you got to go that route. There's nothing you can do, and absolutely, they will help. They will help if someone takes you to court and tries to say, he beat me up, he hit me for. Nah, I got it on camera, bitch. No, I got the whole thing on camera. I got you whipping her ass in the street on camera. I got everything on camera. Leave it alone. Walk away. Enjoy your bitch. I got it on camera. Please, let's do this. Aiden says, thanks, gang. I brought a small body camera for use versus the neighbor. Good, good, good. He has seen the camera and seems smart enough to... Oh, yeah, they don't want to be exposed. Oh, Lord, no. Don't make them be held accountable for their actions. No, that's not... No, you're lying. That camera's lying. Reality's lying. They're lying. Everybody's lying but them. No, they don't want evidence. Don't bring evidence to the door. Oh, my God. Yeah. Good. God, male narcs are such bitches, man. Oh, man. Increase your personal capabilities and stop feeding the energy to those who don't deserve it. You're stronger than that. Absolutely. Cheers, sir. Absolutely. If things get so bad, you could always fight the custody of the kid. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Sorry, that was a conversation. Aiden says the classmate was very pushy about, I saw your ex at the restaurant, Triple X restaurant. When I told him I wasn't there, he kept pushing. I finally said, sorry. Oh, that hurt you, didn't it? Haven't even say that. Whatever. Yeah, right. Just don't. Just brush it off. Whatever, dude. Toxic people want that reaction, and sometimes it is advantageous to let them think that they've won. Let them live in their fake world. Let them win. Just let them go ahead. You win. That's right. You win. You win, buddy. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Your lie is the truth. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You own this. You own that. You're right. Just let them win. Let them think they win. Because the same thing's going to happen over and over again. You win. I get it. No, I get that. The best thing you do is ignore that stalker. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Don't give him fuel. But sometimes you got to knock a motherfucker out. It's just what it is, man. Borderlines live for drama. Any pointless drama. Ain't that the damn truth, Jessica? Ain't that the damn truth? And we'll do anything to keep it going. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. The classmate drives a fancy Corvette and drives like a maniac. Yeah. Male narc, small dick energy. Yeah, it's all about the stuff. Look at my stuff. I'm tough. Look at my stuff. Meanwhile, you're beating the crap out of a chick, giving her gonorrhea. Yeah, you're tough. Yeah, I understand. I understand that energy. Yeah, Taurus. Yeah, well, I am. Yeah. The other thing is, narc is a Taurus too. Male narc is the negative side. I've been fighting my opposite polarity for fucking 3 years now. I've been triangulating with that. Listen, I'm bad enough on my bad days. All right, I don't need a manginal Taurus with no horns. Let's see. My anxiety's through every day. Yeah, small dick energy. Small dick. Guys with look. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have a flashy car or whatnot, but you see a toxic person and they've got like a flashy car or a nice. It's small dick energy. That's all. This is small dick energy. All right, balls is balls. Balls is balls. I drive a fucking minivan with balls, more balls than a Corvette would have. All right, it's all about the person. Aiden says I will make 0 with my index thumb and keep it to my side to remind me of no energy. Good. Carry some hematite, sir. Carry some hematite. Tiger's eye. Amethyst. Quartz. Carry those things with you, sir. Let's see. All right. Let me go for it. I'm not sure. Am I at the end? No, I'm not. Jesus. Oh, what's up, Piper? Hola. Good to see you, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. I missed anybody else? That's a 2-hour mark. Amy, Papa. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to smash the like button and smash the dislike button if you're a hater. Greatly appreciate that. And, keep it pushing. Jeez, you guys have been talking up a storm. I'm sorry, I got to jump. I'm so far back. Hold on. I need to go to the end. Okay, here we go. That's right. Yeah. Agreed, Steven. These guys literally have. Here, what's up, Jessica? Agreed. These guys literally have one life and purpose: to make other people miserable. That's all they do. That's their only function. The worms of society. You know, there's no reason for them to exist. We really need like a registry. There really needs to be more comprehensive investigation and understanding of narcissistic personality disorder. Really, because they need to be thrown in institutions. These people are reckless, emotionally unregulated. They're delusional. They know they're lying. They know they're hurting. They know they're abusing people, and they don't care. Let them do that. Let them be that. You know, but let them be it in a padded room. We really need to get institutions for just this specific type. If you are, get a checklist, some kind of tests that can be done. We need these things. If you are tested to have NPD, you are either forced to go to a specific comprehensive therapy or they throw you in a freaking fun farm. They throw you in a funny farm. That's what we need. Either that or start executing these fools. I'm not saying like execute. I'm saying that. But what I'm saying is like they need to be put in a funny farm. There's no reason for people to be out there being reckless, unregulated, abusing kids, sexually abusing people, mentally, physically, beating up ladies, beating up dudes, being a complete and utter pieces of trash. There is no reason for these things to live in existence, and it's a damn shame. Yeah. Oh my God. Kobe's here. What's up, Kobe? Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Cole? He said Colibri. I'm sorry, I keep saying that wrong. You forgive me. It violated my information that narcs are crazy, or validated my information that narcs are crazy. A couple of psychiatrists indicated that narcs are not only personality disorders; they are crazy, dude. You know, it's a person. I think it's a personality disorder. Yeah, they're nuts, but they know what they're doing. They know they're lying. They know it. I don't care how much they bullshit themselves, how much of an habitual liar they are. They know they're lying. If you know you're lying, you know you're lying. You know you're hurting somebody. You know you're being a piece of trash. You know that you're not acting with morality. You know that you have an issue. You know that you're trash. That's the thing about narcs. Like people with multiple personality disorder, that's one thing. Schizophrenia, that's another thing, right? These are disorders where the brain just completely goes off rail into another fucking track. And they're literally somebody else. All right. That's not the case with NPD. That's not, or borderline BPD. This is not the case with them. They know they're garbage. They know they're being garbage. They know they're acting out and acting as garbage. They know they're lying. They know they're destroying people. They know they're avoiding accountability for these things. That's the difference. Throw them in jail. Throw them in a padded room. These people are disgusting and awful, spreading misery among the population, destroying other people. It needs to be held accountable. They need to be held accountable because their entire world is built on not being held accountable. So it's time to hold them accountable. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Can't stand narcs. What's up, Scott Clark? Scott says, do you think the coming solar eclipse has an energy we can use against narcs somehow? I just streamed about it. I hadn't even really thought about it, to be honest with you. So when it comes to eclipses, I don't cast. Honestly, I know that there are benefits to it. There are benefits to using that energy. I prefer to bathe in it. I prefer to exist in it. To just go with the flow of the universe. I don't really use it like that. I let it be, you know? And I've always been like that. So I don't know. Well, you tell me. You tell me. Do we have a link? It was Scott. Hold on, Scott. Scott. I'm going to make you a mod. Go ahead and put a link in. Can you just put a link in there for your show, the live stream you just did? Put a link in the chat. Guys, go check that out. And if you would, after the stream, when I'm going to shut this down in a couple minutes, after the stream, would you put it in the comment section of the video post-stream? Thank you. And guys, if you would very much, it helps the algorithm so very much. If after the stream goes down, if you could go back to it and leave a comment or something, I would greatly appreciate it. That does help bring people in. Jessica says, this borderline talking about the girlfriend supported him all while giggling as usual. Listen, yo! That's what I'm dealing with, man. You go, honey. You're a man. You're really a man. You're really tough. Hit me some more, daddy. You're really tough. Yeah, you're not a mangina. He's the bitch. He's lying. Like, yeah. Crazy. Oh man. I actually about to shut this one down. And let me make sure. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. A shout or anything. Thank you to everybody who came through today. Thank you to Deborah. Thank you to Sergeant Pepper. Thank you to Jessica, Angel, Amy. Hail CJH. Hail let's see. Hail to Piper. Who else came through? We had Cadre. We had Rick. What's up? I didn't see you in there. Let me just give you one little bit. I appreciate this. No trust, no nothing, in my opinion. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate you. Hail. Thank you to, I don't want to miss anybody because y'all were so good today. Y'all were talking, be so supportive, and I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for supporting each other in the chat, for looking out for one another, for talking to each other in the comments, on a post. That means so much. There's only so many people. The only people who understand what we've been through is us. We're the only ones who understand. People on the outside are like, you got to be crazy. Why are you acting so nuts? Like, people don't act like that. Yeah, they fucking do. There's some evil people out there who target you for harassment, who target you to create drama in your life, who want to keep you in these cycles of trauma, who want to traumatize days, names, birthdays, events, to keep you locked in depression because they're garbage pieces of shit who live in a world of illusion, who want to destroy other people, who take no accountability, and this is how they live? Yeah, we understand that. And we understand the time it takes to recover from that type of maliciousness, targeted maliciousness. And it takes a lot. So I appreciate all of us out there who look out for one another, talking to each other, supporting each other. My brothers and sisters, y'all are my support system too. And I can't say how much it makes me feel wonderful to see you here. Hail to Aiden. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to Stiletto. It's good to see you. Hope everything's going to work out with you. You just keep it strong. You keep it pushing. You keep shining like a bright light that you are. Do not kneel and suffer no fools. Thank you to my life mate, Immortal Coil. Intergalactic Stud, thank you so much, man. Thank you for modding and looking out. Anybody else I'm missing? If I didn't call your name, I apologize. I'm looking through. And, Druid, hail to you. Thank you for coming in and modding. There's Scott. There we go. Scott put his live stream out there. Go check that out. And absolutely, brother. Absolutely. We rise together, sir. We rise together. We support one another. That's how we do. Yeah, I love y'all. I may or may not be on Sparking News Podcast tonight. I just might if Scotty runs it. Again, you'll get to see Author Steve Walton energy over there, where I am just insane, and it'll be fun. Come check that out. Please subscribe to Sparking News Podcast. Please subscribe to Immortal Coil. Please subscribe to Scott Clark. Just remember, guys, it is so very important For you to believe in yourself, create strong boundaries, recognize those red flags, believe in yourself. A toxic person wants to bring you down because you are a shining bright light in the darkness of the world, and that darkness is them. They want to drag you down. They want to bring you down. They want to keep you down. They want you involved in their drama and their bullshit, their warped lies, their crazy world. They want you involved in that, but that's not how we do. We believe in ourselves. We keep it pushing. We do not kneel, and we suffer no fools. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters, fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other, and suffer no fools. Peace.
Remember this day, man, for it will be yours for all time.
We have shown them that a trembling hand can become a fist. We have challenged the idea that a slave must always know his place, excepting Rod and Lash because he was taught to accept it. We built their mighty republic with our hands and our blood and our lives. And we can see it fall at equal cost. You opened my eyes to this, Spartacus.